What I do is I suck 3 dicks a day, and that's usually my neck routine.
Really? I thought you were doing at least 5 from what I saw. Or
I had to slow down, dude. I mean, my neck is already pretty girthy as it is. So
okay, look at this. We're talking about boosting your SMV. What would you say is the boost between this person?
we're going through so many topics
boost perfection?
randomly.
How can you boost perfection? You know,
what would you say was the increase?
I'd say probably like 5 points,
Right.
or maybe less, maybe 4. He's probably like a 3 or a 4 up top.
I'll put him at like a 2.5 up top and like a 6.5.
Wait, that's not actually him. Is that actually
no,
him?
that's actually him, dude.
Oh my god, that's insane. Okay, that's impressive.
That is so impressive. That's even more impressive than my transformation. But this shows you that like there's a lot of points that could be gained for people who are below. Like this guy would be considered totally fucked by the black belt community. Like
like a 2 or a 3.
Maybe a
3 or 4 tops. 4 tops.
Ethnic. There's a massive
and skinny, no muscle mass.
Yeah, that's a massive
giant difference.
Yeah.
Black pill debunked
to the
in one
US.
photo.
We fed him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of points.
Put a nice shirt on him.
This is also another. It's not as drastic, but this is also just the power of like facial hair, like
photography
between this and this. Like I can make
and
a
the
big
photography.
difference. Just getting like a good haircut, and good photography can also make.
I mean, the bottom picture looks like a professional camera.
That's a skin fade, dude. I got my first skin fade recently. I don't know why I haven't gotten one before. Like you instantly look hotter when you have a skin fade. Like, dude, girls start noticing you way more when you have a skin fade. It's so weird. How the fuck have I never gotten a skin fade? I don't know.
Well, you also have to keep in mind like your skull shape. So for example, if you have like a really thin face or a thin jaw, which leads to like kind of a thinner head, then maybe a skin fade's not the best idea.
Wait,
but I think everybody on this panel, we have pretty big heads, so skin fades make sense.
My man on the right looking like a Q-tip.
Right, yeah, not a good look. Compare that to like a solid photo with a solid haircut. Big fucking difference.
Dude, this man looks like he's never smiled in his entire life.
I'd say like so. Here's a screenshot. How many?
You could just see like years of depression through that photo.
15 times in terms of total number of girls. So it's insane. Just like a boost here. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, look at the difference here. Oh wait, actually no,
that's not the same guy.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay,
I'm trying to see if we have any other good examples. I guess this is just like showing like what a good activity photo could be. It's very sad. This guy passed away. He was like one of our assistant coaches, and then he apparently went to like Tijuana, Mexico. I'm not sure what happened there, but he died. Like super sad.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was like training him to be our assistant coach. He was like super active in the mastermind. Really cool, chill guy. Like I liked him a lot.
But you don't know what happened?
No one really knows. We just know something happened in Tijuana. It's suspected something to do with drugs, but no one really knows.
Okay.
Yeah, that just convinced me even more to never go to Tijuana.
How'd you guys?
Yeah, Tijuana is the most dangerous city in the world, actually.
That doesn't surprise me at
I don't
all.
know if you guys know that.
Wait, was that Indian PE? You're saying that's the before and after of Hamza? Because that's kind of accurate. Like the before, Hamza now is a very good looking guy, but if you look at his before, he looked pretty not so great.
Well, yeah, that just goes to show you how much the gym, not just the gym, can affect your body fat percentage, and that's why I think it's a legitimate thing if some people say, "Oh, I'm actually ugly," but you don't know that until you are at least below 15% body fat. Let me bring up a picture real quick. I'm going to show you. I did like a 1 month mini.
Where's my IMD before right now?
Yeah. Well, basically, I went from like 19% body fat to like 12 or 13, and it's a massive difference. And most of these people, most guys who complain about
the black pill,
their looks or whatever, they're not even close to being under 15% body fat.
Not most.
That's what's disappointing, right? Like you're not maximizing your looks, and yet you're complaining about looks. Like maximize your looks, then you can complain about looks.
Well, I mean, they think that like the gym is cope. It's like you don't understand how much of a difference your face can make. And then also, if you are kind of like a thinner guy, naturally you have smaller joints or whatever, or you're really tall, you should be working out your neck too. There's a huge difference when it comes to your neck width and how it gives you the illusion of being more attractive if you have a thin neck. So
yeah, just what I do is I suck 3 dicks a day, and that's usually my neck routine.
Really? I thought you were doing at least 5 from what I saw. Or
I had to slow down, dude. I mean, my neck is already pretty girthy as it is. So
the gains were coming in too fast.
yeah.
I mean, I think being in a calorie deficit and tracking your calories is the best way to lose fat. Also, the carnivore diet is really, really good for losing weight, believe it or not. Let me actually pull up some.
Have you had success with that? Like,
yeah, but my goal is to gain weight, so it wasn't for me. I also had some unintended side effects, which a small percentage of people who do carnivore do. So it's not for me, but I can definitely vouch that you can lose massive amounts of weight really fast in the carnivore diet.
Because I've had success with elimination diets, but the problem is after like a few months, I always binge like a motherfucker. Like after a few months, I go the opposite direction. That's always
just
been
look up the animal-based diet. Look up Paul Saladino. That's optimal nutrition.
Yeah,
it's basically just based on ancestral human health. Yeah, you don't want to what's called demonize any macronutrient. You need all macronutrients to be
how long do you think it'll take most guys to see a drastic transformation in the way that their face looks?
How bad are they? Like they're
how long do you think?
Well, it depends on the starting point, I think.
Yeah.
Right, like if they're
if you're this guy, this guy in the black shirt, I don't know, what would that be, like a year and a half?
1 week.
I think if you do a carnivore diet and you do a very like significant calorie deficit, you can see noticeable results within 6 weeks, and you can see drastic results within 3-4 months.
Yeah, I think a transformation usually takes about 3 months, and that's where it's the point where it's like it looks like two different people, roughly.
See, you can do it in less time than that. Again, you have to consider though. So there's this thing that bodybuilders do called a mini cut, where basically they're in a really intense they do a really intense caloric deficit, where a lot of people almost look at it as like a crash diet. It technically is, but as long as you have a contingency plan for like a maintenance diet afterwards to settle your metabolism, you're perfectly fine. So that's actually what I did last month in Vegas. I lost 4 inches off my waist in 30 days. And then I also lost like probably 10 plus pounds of body fat. That's not including water. And then so this upcoming month, in order to stabilize my metabolism, I gained some of that back. But if you're preparing for like a photo shoot, like I was preparing for like a Tinder photo shoot, it's worth doing, because as long as you have the right contingency plan in place, because dieting is kind of like a trampoline. The harder that you put force into the trampoline, the higher you're going to go up when you're done the diet. So you have to keep that in mind. But you can make a drastic transformation, especially to prepare for a photo shoot, very quickly.
I'll say from the perspective of an entrepreneur, I don't want extra things to think about. So I just eat the animal-based diet. I lift weights and I sprint while I play sports like once or twice a week. So I keep things pretty simple.
Let me answer the super chat. The guy that said, just pick the hotter one, man. Just pick the one that's hotter and hang out with her, and then schedule the other one for later. Pretty simple.
Yeah, if it doesn't work out.
Talking about, do girls date guys with autism?
No,
like Austin, if you had clients with autism.
Oh, the super chat.
Yeah.
Oh, have I? Yeah.
This one.
And have you had like clients be successful who have autism?
Yeah, it usually just takes them longer, and you have to point things out like more specifically, which is why I think the filming
right. But I had a client with autism who took a really cute girl's virginity, even though he had autism, and that's about as good of a success as you could have. So I've seen it happen. Like it's a disadvantage, but Owen Cook clearly had autism. Watch his old videos.
Well, I don't know if that's like a success story.
Huh? And he's still.
That's more of like an anti-success story.
Well, he has Asperger's.
Isn't it weird
that's more like high functioning, so it's a little bit less. It's a little bit different.
Asperger's.
How do you rant about self-development for 20 years and get fat? I don't understand how that.
But that part is pretty funny.
That part blows my mind.
Check this out really quickly. All right, sorry to interrupt. This is my transformation in just like
the one on the left kind of looks
days.
like me. Holy shit!
No, I'm serious.
Because looks like me.
Look, you can on the left. Remember that was a video that you and I filmed, Avery. On the
left.
And then that was at the end of the 30-day challenge.
Shit.
Look at how much of a difference there is in the face body fat. People don't understand. It's like you can do this shit really fucking quick.
Kevin, you
within 30 days.
are one of those people that needs to have facial hair. Like it's a no-brainer for you. Like,
well, yeah, or otherwise I'd have a baby face. But then the baby face is exaggerated when I'm fat. So this right here, this is on the left. That's probably about like 18-19% body fat. Because you'll see in this next photo, this is more.
No offense, but you do look like a very oversized baby in that photo.
Yeah. Okay, so this is at the beginning, right? So that's like 18-19% body fat. on the right is probably like 12 or 13. So you can see
other
a
than the
difference
facial
in the body.
expression,
Sure.
it's quite the difference.
Well, okay, sure. But like, look, even just like the jawline and just everything, it makes a huge difference. And then
how much time? That's 1 month.
Yeah, 1 month. This
That's
is from the beginning,
man.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
How'd you get that blue
most
steel
people fuck
facial
up with
expression
this-
though?
yeah. Maybe I'll make a video on how to do that. But the reason that most people can't do this is because they don't have a contingency plan after. So like usually as a general rule, if you do an aggressive diet, so let's say for 1 month, you need to take about another month or so in a slight caloric surplus or at maintenance in order for your metabolism to adjust. Because at the end of this, man, I was fucking so hungry. It was insane. And then this is more just from a face standpoint, right? I try to make it but like you can see there's like a difference there, right? Again, these little things, like people think that fat loss is just for my physique. No, dude, it significantly affects your face.